Hey guys, good morning. I just got back from being at the gym, of course you can say, and I was listening to David Goggins, and I don't know if any of you guys know him, but I think he's known to be the toughest man in the world. I know in America, and he's got this incredible story as a SEAL and a military dude, and he's pretty aggressive. It's pretty cool. Um, because his life comes from such adversity that it's almost unrelatable for some of us, who have not had um, those kind of challenges. Like my dad was there. He was a cop. My mom was a nurse. My grandfather was a pastor. My family was there. And even though I got bullied growing up and stuff like that, it wasn't like David Goggins' story. But nevertheless, it's a great story that you can learn a lot from. But one of the parts of his story that I love, I mean, because he goes into the military, quits, gains 125 pounds, goes into pest control, killing roaches until he can't stand that, and he goes back. And it just those parts remind me of myself. Um, just constantly wanting greatness, but always want to look for the easiest way to get there. And there is no easy way to being great, to being successful, to being to overcoming. There's no shortcut. There's no easy path to being strong. And I think about that as I pulled myself into the gym today. And I told my wife, I said, this morning, this is it. I'm going in. This is the kickoff. This week is when I get it all back. Because I had, I gained some weight during the holidays, and it's just funny because I was talking to one of my friends, in the boxing class, and she's a beast, and I call her a superhero, even though she said she wasn't. Um, and she had said that she was in the Spartan race, and I was talking to her, and I was really kind of telling her how great she was, and she said, Will, I almost quit. That thing almost destroyed me. And I'm hearing her, but I don't think she hears herself because almost doesn't count. Almost doesn't count. Because even if you would have gone into it and been last, you still didn't allow it to. So many of us will quit before we even get to the race, before we even get in the game. We've already talked ourselves out of it. And I was thinking about when I was in high school, and I was in football, and we did this drill, and we were like, the junior whatever, and the coach, back then the coaches were just nuts, and he put us with the varsity because he was trying to get us stronger. And so we had to do this one drill where do you ever guys ever see National Geographic where you see those rams just slamming into each other? Well, that was what we had to do, except we had to go up against the varsity. And you got a running start, then put your head down, and you just crack the other dude as hard as you can. And mind you, I was always a big kid. I was always a big boy. So they of course put me with some of the beasts in the varsity team. And I was like, all right, no problem. And the trick was that you couldn't hesitate. Because if you hesitated as you went into it, you would get crushed. So you had to totally commit to the path, to the exercise. And so when you got in there, everything had to be in sync. Your mind, your body, your will. And when the whistle went off, you took off, or you had the chance to really get hurt. And I remember, getting up on the line, man, and I was always this. My brain often works against me because I think too much, and it was a great exercise for me to stop thinking and just move. And so many of us have to stop thinking and just move, just act in faith, go for it, run toward. Don't run away from adversity, but run through it, and that's what the coach would tell me: run through that dude. In boxing, Demond says, punch through it. See yourself through your goal. See yourself beyond your dream. Don't just see the dream. See yourself beyond the dream. Sometimes I talk to people and I say, okay, what are you going to do after you get what you want? What's the after party? What's the aftermath? What do you do after your child is born? After those 9 months of torture? What happens then? Is it just, are we done? Are we done? Does the kid just raise himself? Or is that just the beginning? And often we are so hyper focused on the immediate circumstance, the immediate issue, the immediate problem that that problem becomes so humongous that we can't even fathom conquering it until we've already been beaten our mind. But one of the tricks that I learned was focus beyond that. What happens after you knock the guy out? What happens after you lose the weight? What happens after you become wealthy? What happens after your relationship is rebuilt? And I think about that, when I go into the gym, not the fact that I gotta start running again, and that I'm gonna be sore, and that it's gonna be brutal, and blah 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 blah. I focus on, okay, what happens after these next 4 weeks of me being consistent? And when you get that mindset of running through your circumstances, you'll be amazed at how much farther you'll get. Okay. So I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. I gotta go get changed and head to work. So I'm probably gonna do another video probably in the next hour or so. And hope you guys like it. Hope you guys like this one. Later.